Hello, everybody. This is Sunko, the Korean bro. Today is 2023, uh, June, July, August, September 25th, right? Okay, let's start reading a stock article tonight, okay? Let's see. Hmm. So, uh, these days, we've had a lot of downward trend in Nasdaq as well as Dow Jones and overall market, and it's not been great. In this past 1 month, a lot of things happened, and things are not looking great. Even my account doesn't look so good. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Cisco bets big on cybersecurity with its Splunk acquisition. Is it stock or buy? Is British American Tobacco safe dividend stock? Okay. Um. Okay. Cisco bets big on cybersecurity with its Splunk acquisition. Is stock or buy? Cisco is dropping a lot of money on Splunk, which will create a new giant in cybersecurity. The company is peppering in lots of recurring software services, which has done wonders for its profitability. Hmm. Investors, okay. Investors might want to take some time to sit on their hands after the deal announcement, though. The old network infrastructure company is cementing its transformation towards software centricity. In an era of software mega deals, old network infrastructure giant Cisco Systems apparently doesn't want to be left out. It just announced intends to acquire Splunk, which specializes in data log analysis and cloud observability software for $28 billion in cash. That isn't exactly chomp change. If the deal is approved, it will instantly shoot into the top five largest software acquisitions ever. Broadcom is waiting for final approval to purchase VMware for about $70 billion. Um, it's big money, but Cisco is good for it. Getting its hands on Splunk will also cement the company's ongoing transformation away from a hardware-centric business into more of a recurring subscription software one. Isn't now time to buy Cisco stock? You know, Cisco empties its deep pockets. Splunk is a self-legacy business. It was a pioneer of analytics with its long management software predating the cloud era. But numerous cloud-native peers like Datadog and my personal fave, Dynatrace, have popped up in recent years with technology stacks and pricing better suited to modern needs. Splunk has been in a transition period to get itself up to speed with the times. Its work has been paying off though, and early signs were emerging that the heavy lifting was in the rear view mirror of for Splunk. By some metrics, the stock could be viewed as cheap, especially when looking at the free cash flow generation of over $800 million over the last reported 12-month stretch. Net income under generally accepted accounting principles is also nearly back to break even. It's this size and potentially big profit scale that likely led Cisco to the acquisition God's altar, but the sacrifice demanded will be sizable. $28 billion in cash is a hefty premium of 35 times trailing 12-month free cash flow. Although Splunk's rapid progression on profit could lighten the sticker shock, Cisco also can afford that management reported having over $26 billion in cash and short-term investments and just $8.4 billion in net at the end of July. Cisco's rationale. As I wrote about a few weeks ago, Cisco has been slowly making a transition from its traditional network infrastructure approach by peppering in more software subscriptions. Numerous small tuck-in acquisitions have been key, and Cisco has done a bang up job. It's been enjoying an acceleration in growth, all the while sustaining high levels of profitability. Cisco's growth rate is poised to decelerate to just single digit percentage in fiscal 2024, and the impending cash outflow from Splunk uh, will no doubt weigh a big on investment sentiment too. In the meantime, I think you could pay to be patient. Cisco is completing its transformation as a hardware and software company, which I like, but I'm not buying. I'll be watching how this drama unfolds very closely, though. Uh, Soundhound AI Symbiotics. The Fidelity MCSI Information Tech ETF has delivered superior long-term returns already in Vasco QQQ. Fidelity ETF has also two other key advantages related to its peer funds. Emphasis Energy. Hmm. Meta platforms. Okay, let's read this one. Uh, One superstar is 28% away from joining Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Nvidia in the $1 trillion dollars club. Hold on. There are currently five American companies worth more than $1 trillion, but that club might be set to grow. Meta Platforms' valuation needs to increase by just 28% to achieve the exclusive $1 trillion milestone. The company could get there toward the end of this year based on its earnings prospects alone, driving a new growth pace for the world's largest social media company. This has been a strong year for large cap technology stocks, with the Nasdaq 100 index surging by 40% so far. Hmm. While it's still down 8% from its all time high following a steep drop in 2022, some individual stocks have recently marched to new heights anyway. Shares of Nvidia have tripled in value this year. Um, For example, propelling the company to a $1 trillion valuation in places Nvidia in an exclusive club with just four other American tech giants in 2018. Apple became the first corporation in the world to amass a $1 trillion market capitalization, with Microsoft, Amazon, and Google parent Alphabet following soon after. Another stock is knocking on the door of that club. Share prices of Meta platforms are up 144% so far in 2023, thanks to the company's focus on efficiency and its efforts related to artificial intelligence. It's now evaluated $770 billion, meaning a joint gain of just 28% from a here will place it among its tech peers with a $1 trillion market cap. Here's why it's probably only a matter of time before it gets there. Meta's year of efficiency is paying off in a big way. In 2022, Meta stock recorded a low of $88 a share. Meta stock only needs a 28% gain to take the company's valuation to $1 trillion. Therefore, its entry into the market's most exclusive club alongside Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Nvidia appears likely sooner rather than later. And next thing that we're going to talk about is, let's see here. Okay. Uh, Trade desk. Hmm. Okay. The trade desk stock has soared in 2023 thanks to its consistent growth in the face of industry headwinds. The company's focus on integrating AI could help drive stronger return for advertisers and boost its growth. The stock is expensive right now, but savvy investors should look past evaluation to its long-term potential. Kathy Wood, the CEO of investment management art firm Artinvest, the widely followed figure on Wall Street thanks to her focus on companies capable of disruptive innovation. The firm's flagship art innovation ETF has delivered a solid 28% gain year to date, and her recent moves indicate she is setting the fund up for continued success in the long run. Art has been buying shares of the trade desk, an advertising technology provider that has come 70% so far in 2023. Wood's fund purchased 88,000 shares of the trade desk in the second quarter of 2023. Okay. AI could accelerate the trade desk growth. Okay, let's keep on talking. Okay. The trade desk revenue in the first 6 months of 2023 increased 22% year over year to $847 million. Adjusted earnings jumped 24% to $0.51 per share. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Trade desk here, globally online. Okay. While global advertising spending expected to hit $1 trillion in 2024, the trade desk and its omni-channel demand-side platform operate in an almost unfathomably massive industry, facilitating nearly $8 billion in gross ad spending as of the end of 2022. The trade desk has less than a 1% share of the global ad market, though its revenue have grown at a 39% annualized rate since 2018. However, its market share is growing by leaps and bounds, increasing revenue by 23% in the second quarter. The company far outpaced the global advertising industry's expected 2023 growth rate of 6%. Better yet, connected TV ad spending, the trade desk's largest channel at around 45% of revenue, was the fastest growing segment of the company's business, implying growth of at least 25%. With media company group, I'm estimating that connected TV ad spending will increase by 10% annually through 2028. The trade desk is showing significant market share gains in its most important channel. In addition to these market share gains, the company's unified ID 2.0 identifier was implemented by Warner Bros. Discovery's digital platforms and on Peacock streaming service during quarter second. UID2 is a trade desk replacement for traditional third party cookies, taking customers' phone numbers or email addresses and anonymizing them before they are made available to the advertising industry. In addition, Walmart announced it was testing UID2 uh, with the demand side platform it created alongside the trade desk. Should UID2 be implemented by the United States' largest retailer, it would go a long way toward making it the industry standard, making the trade desk platform all the more valuable to advertisers. While the company trades at a bloated price to sales ratio of 25, it is expected to grow revenue by 26% in the upcoming year. Its marathon like growth story is still in its first few miles. The combination makes it a perfect candidate for dollar cost averaging buy through rate of 2023, which will allow investors to build a position at various price points. What else do we have? Let's look at Chag. Cloudflare. Cloudflare. Okay. A bull market is coming. One phenomenal growth stock down 70%. You will regret not buying on the deep. Okay. The S&P is just 7% below bull market territory by the most conservative definition. And index returned an average of 186% during bull market dating back to 1970. Okay, this growth stock could help shareholders turn a profit during the next bull market. The S&P 500 has rebounded more than 20% from its bear market low risk last October. So some investors have already hailed the beginning of a new bull market, but other investors are waiting for the index to hit a new record high. By that definition, the S&P 500 is 7% below where it will finally enter bull market territory. In any case, shares of Cloudflare currently trade 70% below all-time high, but the cloud computing stock could soar as the market moves higher in the coming years. Indeed, the S&P 500 returned an average of 186% during bull markets dating back to 190 1970. Hmm. And many stocks will appreciate significantly during the next one. Here's why Cloudflare is a worthwhile investment right now. Cloudflare operates the fastest cloud network on the market. It unifies a broad range of application, network, and security services that protect and accelerate corporate infrastructure across private data centers and public clouds. The company also provides compute and storage services through its developer platform that lets business build and deploy software and web pages directly on its platform network. Cloudflare has a leadership position in many of these categories, uh, including content delivery, network software, web application protection, zero trust network access, and edge development platforms. Their success is a product of superior performance, Broadcom platform capabilities, and the material data advantage. I've already discussed the speed and product breadth that Cloudflare brings to the table, but the platform also powers about 20% of the web in some capacity, and every request creates actionable intelligence regarding performance issues and security threats across the internet. Cloudflare uses that data to more effectively route web traffic and block attacks for customers. Business spending remained muted in the second quarter amid uncertain economic conditions, but Cloudflare still reported solid financial results. Revenue increased 32% to $308 million, and cash flow from operating activities soared 68% to $64 million. Those results were driven by a 15% jump in customers and a 115% retention rate, which means the average customer spent 15% more than they did 1 year ago. Investors have cause to think Cloudflare can maintain or even accelerate its growth trajectory in the future, especially as economic conditions improve and businesses lean more aggressively into IT spending. Capitalizing on its massive market opportunity, Cloudflare says its addressable market will reach $204 billion by 2026, driven higher by the perpetual push for operational efficiency and digital transformation. But the company has particularly large opportunities in two product categories: developer tools like Cloudflare Workers and R2 Storage, and a secure access service edge platform, Cloudflare One. The number of application and workers development platform increased at 150% the first half of the year, and several generative artificial intelligence startups are choosing Cloudflare R2 storage, a more efficient alternative to Amazon S3 standard. But the most bullish update was the earnings call commentary from CEO Matthew Price, who said Cloudflare is uniquely positioned to win the AI inference market, given its position as the fastest global cloud network. As businesses seek to unify internet access, cloud services, and private applications and a common network behind consistent security policies, Cloudflare should be a major beneficiary of that tailwind. The company's recognized leader in zero trust network access, and Prince recently said, "We're really like our win rates against first generation vendors like Zscaler and Palo Alto Networks." Shares of Cloudflare currently trade at 18.4 times sales. The valuation is not cheap, but it is a bargain compared to the 3 year average of 41 times sales. Looks reasonable in the context. Specifically, Cloudflare has a strong presence in big market, and management says its revenue run rate will reach $5 billion by the third quarter of 2027. The implied annual revenue growth of 39% makes its current valuation appear quite reasonable. Investors should bear in mind the management may be wrong, but those who pass on this growth stock today may come to regret the decision in the future. Let's talk about Chag. What's happening with Chag lately? Okay, let's see. How artificial intelligence is used in education. Artificial intelligence in education isn't just a fantasy anymore. It's only taken a few months for generative, Lady Gaga, not Lady Boy, uh, ChatGPT to shake up education. The new technology has far-reaching implications for learning, mm, in education, and has been embraced by students as a homework assistance tool or as a full-on substitute for writing papers. The new technology was such a threat to traditional learning that New York City public schools banned ChatGPT from in-school devices just weeks after it launched. Meanwhile, shares of Chag, which runs textbooks and provides home assistance help, fell by almost 50% in one session after it revealed that new user growth has slowed because of competition from ChatGPT. It's clear that generative AI is setting off a transformation in education, and it's only just beginning. This look at AI for education will discuss the basics of artificial intelligence and how it's affecting education. We'll provide several examples of AI in education and explain how the role of AI in education will take shape in the future. Translation language learning. One of the most direct applications of AI in education is translation language learning. ChatGPT can capably handle translations and can serve as language learning tool, helping students check their work and teaching them things like vocabulary and grammar. Hmm. And among the stocks that fell in the wake of Chad's announcement about the challenge from a Chat GPT was Duolingo, the popular language learning app. Investors feared that Duolingo users could stop paying for its services and instead just use free AI tools like Chat GPT. However, Duolingo has already integrated some of Chat GPT's features into its product. For example, in March 2023, the company launched Duolingo Max, which uses GPT-4 technology to add two new features to Duolingo Super. Those features explain wrong answers to users and offer long role-playing features that allow users to practice conversations in different scenarios. While some students have already discovered that ChatGPT can be a useful tool for outsourcing homework, the generative AI technology also offers real benefits for students who are learning how to write or trying to write more clearly. Grammarly, the AI-based spelling and grammar check tool, is one well-known example of an AI tool being used to help with writing. The program offers advice for clarity, tone, and other qualities to improve writing. Similar to ChatGPT and other generative AI programs can rewrite, edit, or make changes to documents in other ways as needed. For creative writers, AI tools can also help with writing prompts, story ideas, dialogue, and other needs, and it can help writing teachers come up with a similar ideas to help with teaching. Artificial intelligence education won't fully disrupt the school system, but students and teachers alike are already taking advantage of new technologies like ChatGPT, as the chat announcement shows. In education, AI is likely to supplement existing education infrastructure rather than disrupt it. And learning how to use such tools should become a priority for students and teachers, much like computer science has become more valuable over the last 3 decades. Above all, AI tools seem likely to improve learning outcomes and free teachers to focus on areas where they can add more values. At the moment, there don't appear to be many great investment opportunities in AI for education since the number of education stocks have fallen. Under the threat from ChatGPT, so investors looking to invest in AI stocks can also consider AI ETFs and also AI chatbots. As generative AI technology continue to develop, there are likely to be more investment opportunities available. Let's go about DocuSign. Okay, DocuSign. The DocuSign delivered a beat and raise quarter, although growth remains anemic. The company is making progress but has yet to capitalization on its contract lifecycle management opportunity. The potential is vast and the stock is cheap, but I'm not yet convinced. The e-signature specialist increased investor confidence with a beat and raise, but there's still much work to be done. After growing like gangbusters for several years following its 2018 debut, These senior specialists increase investors' confidence with a beat and raise, but there is still much work to be done. After growing like gangbusters for several years following 2018 debut, DocuSign has fallen on hard times as remote work and social distancing gave way to macroeconomic downturn. The digital signature specialist was particularly hard hit. The novelty of consummating contracts and other agreements with a few key strokes and a click of a mouse eventually wore off. Many companies scrapped plans to go digital and went back to business as usual, and DocuSign's growth slowed to a crawl. Fair weather investors headed for the hills. Reports of DocuSign's demise have been greatly exaggerated, and the company has continued to grow, albeit at a slower rate. While there's still much work to be done, DocuSign delivered results that outpaced expectations, giving shareholders a shot of confidence that the beleaguered the company might finally have turned the corner. I'm not still not convinced that DocuSign can capitalize on that opportunity until I see evidence or of that I continue to watch and wait. Okay. Lessons learned. Next time I do make investment, I'll have to consider a lot of things before I put my money at risk for sure. Lessons learned from a past 3 years. Anyway, this is it for today. I did it for short, for only about 30 minutes. And Taeyong, bye bye. See you goodbye. Okay, bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. Good night. Good night. Bye bye.